Yo guys, what is going on? It is Mr. DJM here, back again, bringing you another episode in my Road to Elite series. This is episode 10. So as always guys, if you want to show me some support, make sure you drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. So as always, we're going to start off with me showing you what team I used in this weekend league. I started every game in a 4-5-1 formation, but I did change it to 4-2-3-1 in game. So in goal, I went with Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who I bought for 10,500 coins. Now, I'm actually quite a big fan of ter Stegen. I think he's a really good goalkeeper on this game. Not really got any weaknesses. He's got pretty nice reflexes. And he always seems to do a pretty solid job in my team. And he's very good for linking into hybrids, because obviously he can link next to people like Sergio Ramos and Jerome Boateng and some of the best centre-backs on this game. Right back now, I've gone with Semedo, who I bought for only 700 coins. He's a very cheap fullback on this game. He actually managed to get me 4 assists in 50 games in total. I think I kept him from a recent squad builder. Now this guy, he's a very good pacey fullback, and I think going forwards he's definitely his strength. He's got 80 dribbling, which is very nice. So yeah, I thought he did very well for me in this team. On to the centre-backs now. Starting off on the right-hand side, I've gone with Sergio Ramos, who I bought for 169,000 coins. Got 3 goals and 1 assist in the 40 matches. Always a danger going forwards from set pieces. He's just such a danger man. And defensively, yeah, he's just absolutely outstanding. One of my favourite centre-backs to have on this game. Just such a reliable defender. A very aggressive one as well, so I do like having him in my team. Alongside him, I've gone with his Real Madrid teammate, Rafael Varane, who I bought for 17,000 coins. Now, I'm a big fan of Rafael Varane, as I always like to say. A very solid central defender, always reliable. Very good all-round stats, and them two as a centre-back partnership did do pretty well for me in this weekend league. Left back now, I've gone with Alex Sandro, who I bought for 63,000 coins. Got 2 goals and 7 assists in 40 matches. Now that is a very good return in my opinion for a left back. And I think this guy probably is the best left back. I do really like David Alaba as well, but I think this guy is probably the best, not including any icons. Just such a complete player on this game. Great going forwards and great defensively. And yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Central midfield now, I've gone with Blaise Matuidi, who I bought for 15,000 coins. He got 2 goals and 6 assists in the 40 matches. An okay return, to be fair. He was playing left CDM. Now, I actually really like Matuidi on this game. For me, he plays very similar to N'Golo Kante. I use him in a very similar way. I just use him to press and win the ball back. And I'd say he's better going forwards than N'Golo Kante. Not as good defensively, but going forwards he's a bit better. Left midfield now, I've actually gone with a bit of a shock player. I've gone with Douglas Costa. I actually packed him. I don't think he's very much on the market. Got only 1 goal and 7 assists in the 40 matches. He very rarely completed 90 minutes. I normally took him off at half time or around the 60-minute mark. But I wanted to try him out, and I wanted him in the team for chemistry reasons mainly, because I wanted Alex Sandro in this team. I think he's okay, but he wasn't anything sensational. Fairly average, to be honest. On to my 2 cams now. First of all, we've got Roger Nainggolan, who I bought for 100,000 coins, and he got 2 goals and 6 assists in 38 matches. He got a few red cards. Now, he was playing right CDM. Now, I think he was a little bit out of his depth. I don't know if this guy can handle playing against some of the best central midfielders. He just doesn't seem that mobile to me. I don't know, I just had a slight issue with him this weekend league. In the cam was Paulo Dybala, who I bought for 158,000 coins. Got 33 goals and 24 assists in the 40 matches. A very good return. And in my opinion, I actually think Dybala is probably the best cam on the game that's actually already a cam. Like, you can't, I'm not counting any other players that you would move to a cam that's not originally their position. I think as an actual cam, he's absolutely outstanding. Great long shots. Now, up front, I've gone with Dries Mertens, who I bought for 30,000 coins. Got 8 goals and 8 assists in the 40 matches. And you might be thinking that's not a very good return for a striker. But I was actually using this guy as a left midfielder. Obviously, in previous FIFA, he has been a left winger. So I thought he could probably adapt and play in that position. I thought he did fairly decent for me. Now, right midfield, we have got the main man, Lionel Messi, who I bought for 700,000 coins. Now, this guy is just absolutely outstanding. Look at his return. 54 goals and 30 assists in 40 matches. Absolutely phenomenal. I can't even say that word right. But, yeah, this guy is by far the best player that I've ever played with. His record has just absolutely smashed any other player's record in terms of goals and assists. Just unbelievable. I've never played with a player like him, and yeah, he was just sensational, as I say. A few of my super subs there. I've got the 91 Kane that I like to bring on, Andrea Pirlo as well, and Son. Those three often came off the bench. So as I say, I did change the formation to 4-2-3-1 just because that is my favourite formation at the moment on FIFA. So up front I had Lionel Messi in the cam, Paulo Dybala, and then I had Douglas Costa right mid, Mertens left mid, then Matuidi and Nainggolan as the two CDMs. Play instructions: Messi get in behind and press the back line. Dybala stay forwards, get into the box for cross and free roam. Matuidi cut passing lane, stay back while attacking. Then we've got Mertens cut inside, get in behind and get into the box for cross. Sometimes I had him on stay forwards as well, but sometimes I kept it as balance. Nainggolan cut passing lane, stay back while attacking. Then Douglas Costa cut inside, get in behind and get into the box for cross. Both my fullbacks, I like to keep them on balanced attack as well. So we are now on to my highlights from the FUT Champs Weekend League. So we're going to start off, as always, with the first 10 matches. So how did I get on? Let's get into my results. So I got off to a pretty good start. I won 3 games in a row. I did then lose a game on penalties. Then I won a match, lost another match. Then I won 3 on a row. And then I lost my final match on penalties. So I got 7 out of 10, which is fairly respectable. Obviously, I lost 2 games to penalty shootouts, which was a bit disappointing. So if I could have won both of them, I would have finished on 9. But 7's an okay start, to be honest. I would have realistically liked about an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Last weekend, I managed to get a 9 out of 10 on my first 10 matches. So compared to that, it wasn't great, but I think 7 out of 10 is still fairly respectable. And it was still something to build on, but I would have to up it a bit, in my opinion, to push for Elite 3. If you guys would have seen the last episode in Road to Elite, I was actually only 1 win off of getting into Elite 3 weekly for the very first time. So it was really close last week, and this week I was looking to push on with the addition of Lionel Messi. Now I'm telling you guys, this guy is just out of this world. His dribbling is sensational. I think finishing, though, is the thing that impressed me the most. His finishing is unbelievable. Like, he will score anywhere outside the box. You put him through on goal, in and around the box. You just finish everything. So as you can see there, confirmation 7 out of 10 for the first 10 matches. So we're going to move on now to the games between 10 to 20. Now, this in the past has been a sticky period for me where I have struggled, but last week I managed to do all right in this period. Let's get into my results. So I won my first 2 matches in a row. Then I lost a match. I won another 2 games in a row. Then I did lose 2 on the bounce, which was a little bit disappointing. Then I won a match, lost another, and then finally won my last match. So it was 6 out of 10. Now I say 6 out of 10 for me is a bare minimum of what I should be getting. I think that the team was playing okay. I felt I was just a bit too reliant on Lionel Messi. The goals were coming just from Messi and Dybala mainly, but I felt the team did suffer a bit because I spent so many of my coins on Messi that the rest of my team did suffer a bit. I think Matuidi and Nainggolan, yes, they're pretty nice players, but they cannot compete, in my opinion, with some of the best central midfielders on this game, like the Vidals, the Pogbas, some of the icons that I'm constantly coming up against. It is difficult for those players to compete, and obviously I didn't have enough coins to invest in every area of the pitch like I would have wanted to because I spent so many coins on Lionel Messi. I don't regret doing that just because Messi is worth every single coin that I spent on him because he was just absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, it was going okay. I've got 13 wins from the first 20 matches, which if I'm pushing for Elite 3, it's definitely going to have to be improved. I'll have to get 16 out of 20. I don't think I was incapable of doing that. I believe that I could get a 16 out of 20. So as you can see there, 13 out of 20. So I needed 16 out of 20 or just 12 out of 20 for gold 1. So we're going to move on now for the games between 20 to 30. So let's get into my results. So I won my first match, then I lost a game. I won 2 on the bounce, then I lost 2 on the bounce, then I won 3, then lost my final match. So it was another 6 out of 10. Which basically ended any chance of getting into Elite 3. I really did need to up it for this period. This always seems to be my toughest period, the games between 20 to 30. I just don't know what it is. I'm normally playing these games on a Saturday evening. And maybe it's just there's more tricky opponents around that time. Honestly, I don't know. But I always seem to struggle on that period. And 6 out of 10, as I said earlier, is just a bare minimum. And for me, it was a little bit disappointing to get back-to-back 6 out of 10s, not really showing too much progression, and it wasn't going the greatest, to be honest. But I felt there was still some good performances in there, but there was just some games where I felt I did struggle against some of the bigger teams this weekend league, where I came up against some teams that were just unbelievable, and I just struggled a bit because, as I said earlier, I feel I invested most of my coins in Messi, so I couldn't. The rest of the team just couldn't cope with some of the players that they were coming up against, if that makes sense. So it was a 6 out of 10, which put me on 19 wins from 30 matches, meaning that there was an outside chance of getting Elite 3, obviously, if I'd have won 10 out of 10, but obviously that is highly unlikely to win 10 games in a row. And then for Gold 1, it was just a 6 out of 10, I think. So Gold 1 was definitely still in the picture, but Elite 3 was going to be extremely difficult. So let's get into my results now for the final load of 10 games, the games between 30 to 40. So I won my first 2 games, then I did lose a match. I won, I think it was 5 in a row, and then I lost my last 2 matches. So I got a 7 out of 10 in the final load of matches, and that was a bit better. It was nice to see a bit of progression for the last 10 games with a respectable 7 out of 10. And overall, it managed to put me on 26 wins, which I'm not too disappointed with 26 wins. Obviously, I want to be pushing for Elite 3, and I want to get there because I feel I'm just so close to getting into Elite 3 for the first time. But still, 26 wins, it's a respectable return, and it will do well with me pushing for monthly rewards. It's still a pretty solid score for trying to get into Elite 3 for monthly rewards. So there's still a bit of a positive to take from it. I feel I now know what kind of team I need to get to get Elite 3. I feel someone like Messi definitely can get me there, but I need to make sure the rest of my team is solid in all areas, because otherwise my team's going to struggle. So I might get Messi again for next week. I'm not too sure yet, but I have a few players in mind who I'm going to build my squad around. I've had Luis Suarez the past couple of weeks. I think I might bring him back in because I absolutely love Suarez. I really do want to get Messi and Suarez together, just having Messi and Cam behind Suarez. That's what I'm aiming at, but we'll have to see if I can build that team. Anyway, so as you can see there's confirmation of the 26 wins. It's Gold 1. So as always, guys, this is something I like to do before I end my videos, just show you some of the good teams that I was coming up against. This guy's got a very nice team, quite a few icons in it. This guy has got a very, very special team there. With he's got a very good attack with Ronaldo, Neymar and Mbappe. Just a really solid team. Desai and Ferdinand and centre-backs. This guy as well, look at this. Ruud Gullit and Ronaldo as your strikers. He's got Patrick Vieira, 91, Paolo Maldini. Sensational. This guy's team I actually really like as well. That midfield 3 behind Mbappe, Neymar, Ronaldinho and Lionel Messi. That is just so special. And then finally we've got this team, arguably the best of the lot, with an Henry, Ronaldo and Messi as your front 3. I don't really think you could probably get much better than that, to be honest. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.